we don't have very many adiabatic. Like we have fewer. We have most of ours are just standard gas coolers.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I mean that also won't help you in the windy cold conditions. At least the adiabatic is some buffer to the wind. So an open coil is, yeah, it's gonna pull the wind towards it.
Want to parlay into high ambient strategies?
Yeah, let's talk about high ambient strategies. I know a bunch of people have already talked about it, but I mean, I want Bob's perspective on that.
Yeah.
So
No,
because
cool. So
we,
no, go for it.
sorry, because we briefly talked about this, and I had asked you about some methods that are out there right now, and we have parallel compression, we have that sky cool system, you have heat reclaim is acting as one of your high ambient strategies, that big Danfoss ejector type system, the regular old school ejector systems. I want to hear it all. I mean, didn't you did some white papers for some consulting stuff where you basically ran the benefits of what system would be more beneficial where, correct?
Yeah, yeah. So we did look at that with Emerson and on typically like a high ambient strategy on what makes sense, especially in North America, because like you said, now you got anything from Texas and Florida all the way up to, well, typically Alaska, also worst case scenario. So there is a big spread of multiple ambient conditions um, across North America, and the funny thing is, if you ask anybody if they got a high ambient, I've never heard anybody not saying that they're not in a high ambient climate. Um, Even if you ask someone in Chicago again, they will tell you like, yeah, man, last year summer like 105, we were dying in the heat. So everybody will tell you like everybody claims they got a high ambient condition. So firstly, the outlook or the point, my standpoint with high ambient strategies is like, I think they're all good. Um, and I mean, we can go into them now, but I think they need to be understood how they work, number one. And number two, you need to look at it on an annualized basis. And again, it also comes on how you design it into the system. So the main thing is to look at it on an annualized basis. I mean, the total refrigeration systems run 24/7. It doesn't run just during the day or during the night or only in summer or only in winter. Obviously, it runs harder in summer, it runs less in winter, but at the end of the day, it never shuts down. So you need to look at it for the 8,670 hours that it's operating. Um, and I mean, if you go and look at that, what average? How can I say it? If you go and look at most globally, you look at the average ambient conditions that there are, you actually would be amazed on what the annual average temperature is. It's way at the bottom of a subcritical operation. Um, I mean, let me just open my